Yeah, he does.
Yeah. Did we ever celebrate Elise?
When's moving day?
April 15th.
So you are homeless until April 15th. That's what's up,
tax
man.
day, and then I am off the rest of that week because I don't want to be subjected to verbal abuse anymore.
Well, fellas, I ran into something. So, me and baby girl, we do our little nightly routine. We usually, we have a conversation. We converse a little bit on.
We have a conversation. It's good. You live together. It's called pillow talk.
No. We sit on the couch. We debrief our day. What do we have? How was our work day? Things going on in life.
This sounds like a Gen Z.
Awful. No, and then we proceed to the couch. We watch some TV. We hold each other. It's all great. And then finally, it gets close to like 9:30, 10 o'clock. We go lay in bed to get ready to go to sleep. And so typically at nighttime, I fall asleep a little bit after her, and I have my phone out, and I'm looking on my phone because what else am I going to do? Look at a wall in darkness? No. I'm going to scroll and see what's on the social medias. Now, baby girl has complained recently about me doing that, but a couple of nights ago, it kind of, was not World War III, but it was a problem because she was fed up because I was on the phone, and she said, Kyle, do you have to just always be on your phone with the volume all the way up and the screen all bright like that? And I said, oh, baby, I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm just not tired. I said,
I thought you were the man of the house.
Yeah, sometimes the queen of the house speaks up. And so then, I said, okay, I'll work on that, but I'll turn the screen down. But then this is the problem, fellas. Then 4:30 in the morning happens, and all of a sudden she wakes up. She wakes me up. And what does she do? She grabs her phone, and she's on her phone, and she's on the screen. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, okay, that's cool. 45 minutes passes by. She's still on her phone. She has the volume a little bit in the screen. And then all of a sudden, it is 90 minutes later, fellas, and I am still awake because she got her bright-ass light on her phone up and her volume up on her phone.
Doesn't sound like the man of the house has control of the house.
And so when I said to her, I said, baby, can you do something with that phone? It's the middle of the night. She said, this is no different than what you do at 11 o'clock at night.
No,
and I said, baby, that is not true. This is different. This is the middle of the night. She said, no, it's not, and continued to do what she did. And so, fellas,
I like baby girl.
And so I'm trying to figure out, does anybody else have this issue with being complained about with lights on their phone and when you're in bed scrolling, minding your own business, enjoying your life, and somebody telling you that you're messing with their sleep?
Lexi and I almost always go to sleep at the same time, but on the rare occasions that we do not, and Lexi's on her phone, I hate it. I literally roll. I do like the aggressive rollover, moving the sheets, and eventually, when I can't fall asleep, which I cannot fall asleep if there's a light on like that, I said,
put some over your face.
Are we almost done?
Oh,
are
wow.
we almost done over there?
Oh, passive aggressive.
When are we going to do that? I was like, you can take that
Brad
outside if you need to.
Brad doesn't do controvery.
Take that outside.
Yeah,
Wait a minute.
If you're
Are
not,
you
if you're not
asking
tired,
her to leave the room?
If you're not tired, you don't have to be in the bed. But thankfully,
Brad's sad.
Thankfully, it almost never happens. But when it does, I'm on team baby girl because it is almost impossible to sleep when someone else has that bright light. You're playing noises. Lexi's never gone to that level of extreme.
She's exaggerating. It's a slight noise. They just exaggerate everything.
Noise.
It's so bright, it's like the sun.
I have my brightness all the way down, and I have my volume one click from muted.
Yeah.
I'm good, and you're good. Take it back to sleep.
No, you are invading your partner's sleep.
What you mean? Yeah, I live on this business. You don't.
I mean, so I learned. So
good.
I'm trying to be a better man, right? That's what I'm trying to do. So what I decided to do, because obviously I upset baby girl with the light on the phone. So I said, you know what, Kyle? You don't always have to win every battle. How much you lose a battle? You know what I did last night? I went under when baby girl went to sleep. She fell asleep, snoring ass.
Oh wow!
Damn!
Oh, geez.
Yo, you need to slow down.
Wow.
I'm just kidding,
baby girl. Putting that out there.
You're going to have to walk back that one right now. Apologize.
I apologize.
No,
baby.
like sincerely.
I do. Is snoring a bad thing?
I mean, it's not. I'm guessing she doesn't want her. You said snoring ass. Like, hey, she snores a little bit. She said snore. He said snoring ass. Can't sleep with her.
That sounds like you're trying to deliver a message.
I hope she's listening.
So she probably is. And so
Kyle just got a text. He's in trouble.
And yesterday I decided I want to be courteous, and so I find myself while she's sleeping underneath the sheet with my volume all the way down and looking at my phone all in an uncomfortable position because I don't want to bother her. And I can't be the only one that has to fight this battle and loses.
Now, I've never heard underneath the sheet. Can you just tilt the phone further away?
Nah, because the way
Put
that
a pillow in between?
No, the way that the light is on the phone, I got to just block out the light. It's even when I'm under the sheet, there's like, you can see a little bit of the light.
Was it successful? Did baby girl stay sleeping?
She didn't complain.
How about that?
She didn't complain.
But your neck hurt the next morning as
listen,
crumpled under the sheets because you're not the man of the house that you say you are.
No, I'm the man 75% of the time.
I'll tell you what, she got you, too.
Here comes the chicken.
Yeah.
Baby girl snoring ass. I can't wait for Strouf to cut that one.
Don't do that.
No,
she doesn't snore anymore.
I love my girl, but I ain't spending $3 on it. Or her snoring ass. Which one's worse? That's not bad.
No, snoring is worse. Snoring is like a sensitivity a lot of people have when they snore. But for me, I grew up in a household where everybody
knows. No,
I grew up in a household where everybody is calling a hog. So, like, for me, it's just normal to fall asleep with people snoring. So it doesn't bother me not one bit.
It's like a fan.
No, it is like a fan. Legitimately, my mom says, yeah, we call the hogs around here.
White noise?
Yeah.
Oh, I disagree.
We were on a plane going to Hawaii.
Oh, that's soothing right there. Baby girl, keep it up. This sounds so good.
It doesn't bother me.
Sexy.
It doesn't bother me. We were on a plane going to Hawaii one time. My father fell asleep on the plane, Cheetos in hand, mouth open. I'm telling y'all think I'm lying. I am dead shit. I might have a picture of my phone. That man had his mouth open, snoring on the
with half-eaten Cheetos in it.
Yeah, I said, Mama, get your husband. Get him. He's just sitting there, just mouth open on the plane. I was like, this is him.
I hope you know that's going to be you.
No, I don't snore.
We turn into our fathers.
I don't snore.
Are you sure?
I'm 100% positive.
I don't snore.
I do not
Everybody
snore.
snores.
No,
that's the famous last words.
I do not. I don't snore. I might.
That's a snore.
No,
literal definition.
I do.
It's a snort, and that turns into a snore.
I do that during the night because my throat itches, but I don't snore. I swear. And when I do snore, I hear it. It's
Snore.
Kyle's going to sleep on the couch. Mark from Illinois.
Listen, I love my baby girl and her snores.
Snores? You mean her snoring ass?
Damn it.
How did you let that one get so aggressive?
Dang, man. Oh, we're not on in Milwaukee.
Well, don't worry. This is going to get back to her. Don't you worry.
Tell her don't watch it.
That's
going to make her want to watch it more.
I'm going to title this hour of the podcast.
Don't you
Kyle's snoring ass girlfriend.
Don't you title it nothing. Don't you do that. Don't you do that.
Don't you do that.
That happened to me before.
Kyle's snoring ass girlfriend.
Oh, she doesn't snore anymore, y'all. I'm serious.
To our great Madison audience on the radio and anyone in the Madison area that's streaming or on YouTube, anywhere that you are watching, there is a great place called Zimbrick European off the Beltline at Rimrock Road. Aaron Perkins and their team have taken care of me since 2008. Got the 2-door coupe, was feeling cool, single, awesome, cool. Then I got the 4-door E450. It's like, damn, this is nice too. I got more space, put the dogs in the back. And then I evolved in life and have a 14-month-old baby girl, and the comfortability and the safety that we have in our midsize SUV from Zimbrick European is second to none. So they make leasing affordable. Don't drive something ordinary when you can drive something extraordinary. Sprinter vans for all you business owners out there. They have it all. Browse their inventory, ZimbrickEuropean.com. That is ZimbrickEuropean.com. So the Badgers play tomorrow at 12:30. Did you get a text?
Hi, Kyle. It's baby girl. I heard you say that I snore at night, but little do you know the way I could expose your at-home behavior. Keep it up, and please leave Strouf alone. He has a condition. I love you.
I'm
See you
getting
later.
killed right now.
Can you share these with the audience?
Just
Baby girl sent some text messages. She heard you call her snoring ass.
Well, here's the problem. She started watching back, and she said the lies you tell, and the first thing she was mad about is the volume. She said, it's not one click. That's a lie. And then I said to Brad,
that volume's egregious.
She was already upset about the volume, so I told the phone to Brad. I said, she didn't even get to the snoring part yet. She didn't get to the snoring part yet. Baby, I love you.
What'd she say?
You see what she said.
Oh, damn. FCC violation if I read that. More next.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
Oh, no, not Coach Booty. People said yes, good riddance. He didn't do enough.
Not Coach Bud, but
Coach Booty.
They call him Booty, Bud?
Did they call him
Coach
Booty?
Bud. You know when I said Booty.
Only his friends call him
when
Booty.
I said
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Ben Brust here for Zimbrick European off the Beltline at Rimrock Road. They have Mercedes, Audi, Porsche, certified pre-owns, and what I can tell you is, for the last 7 years, Aaron Perkins and the team have taken care of me. They will also take care of you. All you got to do is stop in or browse their inventory at ZimbrickEuropean.com, and they will match whatever you're at in your life to find the vehicle that you can walk away and never look back. Why drive something ordinary when you can drive something extraordinary? They'll make it work with you at Zimbrick European off the Beltline at Rimrock Road.
Since J&K Security Solutions opened in 1987, our attention to detail and customer service have been our strongest assets. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. We'll always do our best to find the most efficient and cost-effective solution to every job we tackle. Whether it's security for your home or business, installing video surveillance, or being able to control your garage doors from your phone, we can help you feel empowered with simple and user-friendly technology. Let's work together to secure your home or business. jksecurity.com.
It's time for the Milwaukee Basketball Report on 100.5 ESPN.
Lillard's going to tee up a three, and he splashes it through for the left wing.
Brought to you by Mecole Ultra, the official beer of the Milwaukee Bucks.
The Bucks kicked off their 5-game West Coast road trip on the wrong foot as they fell to the Steph Curryless Golden State Warriors 104-93. After being down by 14 at halftime, Milwaukee trailed by just 2 at the end of the third quarter. However, the Warriors went on to outscore the Bucks 26-17 in the final quarter. Kyle Kuzma paced the deer with 22 points on 5 of 13 from 3.
To the near side, Kuzma splashes down his 5th three-pointer of the night. That ties a season high, and the Bucks have climbed back to within 2.
Giannis chipped in 20 points, while Brook Lopez and Damian Lillard each added 16 apiece. The 38-30 Bucks stay out west as they visit the Los Angeles Lakers Thursday night.
This has been your Milwaukee Basketball Report on Madison's home for Bucks basketball, 100.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Michelob Ultra.
Professional volleyball is in full swing from here in Madison. Don't miss a second of the action. Cheer on Love Madison Volleyball as they make history with some of the best players in the world. Olympic medalists, NCAA All-Americans, and one of the most talented rookie classes ever. This is volleyball at its highest level. Experience the excitement yourself. Get your tickets today at lovb.com. Volleyball is the next major league. Bring the energy and be a part of history in Madison. Join us for the inaugural League One volleyball season. The second half of the season is heating up, so don't miss your chance to see these incredible athletes up close at the Alliant Energy Center. Follow Love Madison Volleyball on their journey to the first ever championship in Louisville from April 11th through the 13th. Get your tickets now at lovb.com and be a part of this game-changing season. Volleyball is the next major league.
Hi, this is Lee, inviting you to Ruth's Chris Steakhouse in Middleton. We got a great happy hour every day of the week from 4 o'clock to 7, and our patio during the summer is open too. If you're getting married, special occasion, a birthday, anniversary, or even a business meeting, we've got all the accommodations right here at Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. You work hard and sometimes you're not sure what you want to do, where you want to spend your money. I want to encourage you to come into Ruth's Chris Steakhouse and say hello. It'd be a pleasure to meet you.
This is our crew.
Fly ball right field. Hit a ton. We're tied.
Milwaukee Brewers baseball is coming to ESPN Madison.
The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
Every pitch, every dramatic moment, every
fly ball left field. Back. Still back. It is up and gone.
Madison's new home of the Milwaukee Brewers. 100.5 ESPN. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, brought to you by Bud Light, the official beer of the NFL, on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Madison YouTube channel, and Wisconsin On Demand.
Segment, he might be locked in his phone, texting baby girl, making sure everything's
what
good.
What are you so damn happy about, Strouf?
Yeah, you were all salty.
You like seeing my downfall?
Yeah.
Sure
do. Yeah.
It's my favorite.
He came in here 15 minutes ago and said he was boycotting the show.
Yeah.
And now he's laughing and clapping.
Turn the mic off.
Never had a better show.
Because Kyle went down.
You know what? You
at
know
the
what?
household.
Yeah, I could fix what's happening in my household. You can't fix that athletic ability.
Damn.
What'd you say?
Oh, wow.
He turned your mic.
Busted.
Can't fix that athletic ability is what you're saying.
Thank you.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman with Alex Strouf and Chrissy. I don't want to get your last name wrong, Chrissy. Make sure, Chris. How about Chrissy B?
Dang, you trying to shorten her name?
It's Birdsall.
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 All right, Chrissy B.
Wait, is it Birdsall or Birdsall?
This was actually an argument that I've had with my family before because I graduate in May and I have to do the phonetic spelling. And that's the thing. I say Birdsall. Birdsall.
Okay.
Oh, Birdsall, not
Yeah.
Birdsall.
It's the same thing.
It sounds like bird.
Birdsall.
It sounds like Birdsaw right now.
No, there's
Two L's.
Oh,
Not a
there's
W.
There's a double L.
Double L.
Saul.
You got to really hit the hard
Like
D.
y'all.
Birdsall.
Birdsall. Chrissy Birdsall.
Why are you going Southern Kyle?
Because her last name got a country move to it. Not only Birdsall.
From the Northeast. She's not from the South.
No, but it's got that Birdsall girl from over there in Mississippi. Don't it add up?
What state are you from again, Chrissy?
New Jersey.
Yeah, that's New
She's from New Jersey. Cavs are here.
Cavs are here, the Birdsall family. Nah.
GTL, baby.
Where your family originally from?
What is this, a Q&A? Damn it, I'm trying to do a damn show.
I mean, my family's originally from Mississippi and Tennessee.
Ain't nobody care.
We all know why, but Chris, where your family from?
New Jersey. My parents are from New Jersey on like my dad's side.
New Jersey.
Must be nice.
Shut up, Kyle.
What do you mean? It's from Jersey. We're always from Jersey. We moved here from England.
Kyle, this is
Or
not
Ireland.
This is not an immigration show. This is a sports radio show.
I mean, we are very multifaceted.
Yes, we have a white ghost and Brad and Strouf, cool Ben and slick Kyle.
Yeah, slick Kyle.
How are
Why'd
you
you call him Slick, Ben?
Because I just decided
and I'm Ghost.
Why is he
Brad.
slick, Ben?
slick. Well, he's slick.
Why
you
is he
know?
slick?
Yeah, Ben, why am I slick?
Yeah, well, you be trying to weasel your way out of all your home situations.
Yeah,
you're pretty slick.
I did. Yep, I'm not in the doghouse. No, Kyle, you're not in the doghouse. Don't
you
fret.
had to ask, am I in the doghouse?
You are not the man of the house.
I asked, are you mad? Because she told me, you can't, transparency? Do we want to be transparent?
Yeah, you're getting your ass beat later.
So
you said on the air, my girlfriend's snoring ass.
Oh, you can play it. You can play it. You can play it this one time. And so, Strouf was cooking up what he always does as a great producer, and he was trying to cook up something right here.
Hold on, I don't know.
Give me a second.
One chance.
I thought he had it. I thought he was a really great producer.
Full thing or just the short?
Just
Both.
the short.
I think both.
I don't. When baby girl went to sleep, she fell asleep, snoring ass.
Oh wow!
Damn!
Oh gee!
Snoring ass. Snoring ass. I said
Snoring
ass. And, Strouf was going to make it into a liner. And I said, let's not make it into a liner. And I told baby girl, I said, baby, I told him don't make it a liner. And she told me this. Her response was this. She said, have this be a lesson in what you share. If you don't want it as a liner, then don't say it to begin with. So I'm snoring ass. Are you mad? She said, nope, I'm not mad. You just owe me margs and nachos. Snoring ass.
Oh, that's easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Oh, but that sounds like you win too, though.
Yeah,
the only thing that doesn't win is your pocketbook.
Hey, buddy, that's called love. Okay, that's love.
No, that's called
resolution.
buying my way out of the doghouse.
No, that's called
I'm
love.
an expert at that. Let me tell you that
Kyle,
much.
it's not called love if you're not the one going, hey, baby, I'm going to get you nachos and margaritas. It's her saying, you did something wrong. I need this in order for me to not be upset with you. That's not love. That is tell dog, do dog.
She understands. She understands.
Doggy says, doggy do.
Yeah, whatever. But
Tell
she understands.
dog, do dog.
Oh, that's what it tell dog, do dog. Yeah, she understands.
But you can. Goodness gracious!
Honestly, shut his mic off for a second. Kyle, you're on break, legitimately. Ben Brust and Brad Nortman here with Alex Strouf. This is a Brad and Ben conversation.
The question is, so she wants margaritas and nachos. Will it be more than $3? That's my question. Will it be more?
Again,
will it be more than $3?
now, shut his mic off because now he's worried about the finance.
So me and you?
It's you and me. It's Ben and Strouf right now. These two are on probation. I literally wanted to talk about how the fact that the Badgers play at 12:35 tomorrow, and I've seen pictures of our office in ESPN Milwaukee, the ESPN Madison office when the Badgers are playing. So you got all these people huddling. Shut your.
What do you mean? I don't have a mic. I'm trying to do my job.
We want to be heard.
We get paid to talk.
Yeah, well, if you keep on talking and having no good opinions or anything to say on these airwaves, you'll see your way out, just like you saw your way out of this conversation.
All right, well, I'm giving great life.
Who's dictator now?
Right.
Benamir Putin.
No, they called you Elon Musk. What they call you? They called you something.
Okay, again,
Free the people.
Strouf, now you're banned. Turn everyone's mic off. It's Ben Brust and KBN Nation, 844-770-3776. I'm not going to drown because I've had an issue with the lack of the way that people work around these NCAA tournament games and Big Ten and Big East tournament games. Should you take a PTO day off, or do you expect your boss to let you off for the Badger game? 844-770-3776. Chrissy Birdsall, what do you think? Because I have 3 buffoons with me that I don't want to talk to right now.
Hey, I still got school tomorrow, unfortunately. They're not letting me off for the Badger game, and I'm a Badger student. It's ridiculous.
You're not skipping school?
I used all my skips already.
School! You're in you're a senior?
You want me to turn her mic off?
No, I got to talk to her about this. You got to create memories right now. What if there's a buzzer beater that happens and we don't want it to happen? But what if there is? And you miss out on a moment that you could be celebrating your fellow students with. Instead, you're going to school to learn?
Are
That's
you
stupid.
encouraging a young, impressionable mind not to go to class?
Yes.
Dictator.
I mean, these guys, the amount when we were in school, and you guys don't have your mics on, you know what they did when we were in school? They rolled out the TV on the stand that could barely get cable, and we watched NCAA tournament games in school. Maybe not in Whitefish Bay because they care about education where you went.
We did. #1 school in the state. We had it during lunchtime. We can watch it inside of the rotunda.
Like, I've seen a lot of emails come through our office saying people are taking PTO. Meanwhile, there's a bunch of other people not taking PTO, like Alex Strouf, who are just going to be sitting back at the ESPN Milwaukee Gruber Law Offices studios, watching all the games, not paying attention to us at Potawatomi Casino Hotel.
The hell's a rotunda?
Yeah, that's a great question. It's like an atrium.
Yeah, they called it the rotunda. You know, we bougie out there.
Entry.
We bougie.
That's what they call it. They call it the rotunda.
It's a vet move to not take PTO because the expectation is you're watching anyway. It's baked in from the top down that you're going to be watching the game. So you have it on in the background. You watch it with a community fashion. Don't take a PTO day to watch it. Just watch it at work.
I am actually one that I am pro people working and not working. But in this scenario,
not working.
Double negative. But in this scenario, I believe multitasking is something that we should be able to do. So you can have it on one screen.
I got a
while working on
monitor
the
to
other.
my right.
Yeah, that's what it should be. You should be. So anybody taking a day off obviously loves college basketball. But if you're sitting there and you just are watching multiple games, left screen, right screen, no work being done, then you're stealing time.
Well, you know what, too?
But
At
this
least
is why
fake
you
it.
don't take PTO as well. It's no different because everyone you're trying to reach out to probably is either on PTO or wanting to watch the games or has a company outing or they're going to a bar or whatever. It's the same thing the week between Christmas and New Year's Eve. If you want to get a hold of anyone, ain't nobody getting back to you. You know why? Because nobody. It's like that weird week where you're like, what do I do with myself? There's all this time. No one's doing anything. Don't take PTO on those days because you're just, as Kyle would say, stealing money.
The expectation is you're operating at like 50%. And it's actually an interesting litmus test for if you work in a cool work environment.
Yeah, I would say, yeah.
Because, there's an exception, right? If you work in like heavy machinery, you can't have the game on in the background for
Why not?
danger. People might get hurt.
Michael Scott was able to use the thing in the warehouse.
But if you work in a standard work environment, man, your company better do something fun for it. Put it on, let you be a little bit loose.
So,
with
Chrissy, are you skipping school or what?
Please don't.
No, I'm staying, but I'm still watching the game in class.
Chrissy, what class do you have during the game?
Spanish culture.
Oh my! No, that's good. Be a very diverse mind, Chrissy. Don't listen to these fools. Good job. Learn about that Espanol culture.
Are you trying to be bilingual?
She should be.
Yes, I can speak English and Spanish. Ben, if you write me a note and I will give it to my professor, I will email it to him and I will say, hey, I have this note from Ben Brust, former Badger great.
Who?
You do have a little bit of pull in that university.
You really do.
Do you think this professor is a sports fan?
Yes, because I missed a game to go to the women's basketball Big Ten tournament, and he said that he knew the team because he watched the UCLA and USC games.
Okay, what about his longevity? How long has he been a professor? Because I'm aging now.
Long enough.
All right.
Chrissy, here's what you should do. The compromise should be watch the game in Spanish. You watch it with a Spanish announcer. That way, you can feel good about it.
This guy is just full of really good.
Watch it.
That's
watch
really
it in
good.
Spanish. That's how you double dip.
That's educational.
You double dip a little bit.
Strouf, we work with.
Okay, hold on a minute.
No, Senor, whatever his name is, Professor.
Don't they call it
Brust for tres.
Don't they call it like pregnant brain fog? Do you think Brad has it?
Are you attacking women right now? What are you doing?
Brad has secondhand pregnant brain.
I do have a significant lack of sleep in the Nortman household, but if anything, I feel like my brain has never been operating at more of a unique level.
I love you, buddy.
I'm clicking on different levels I never thought possible.
Maybe outside of work.
I love you enough to tell you when you're being completely irrational / just wrong. This is one of those times.
No, it's not.
You've kind of stunk recently.
No, this is actually good. This is good. I mean, I wouldn't suggest it because I enjoy watching my games and me in Spanish. I got a D in Spanish. I'm like,
Chrissy
she's obviously good at it. She's taking college Spanish courses that she doesn't have to take. And so, you know what? That's a pretty good idea for you. I mean, it could probably get you some extra credit, too.
I'm going to break.
Fortress!
Hey!
The word "for" is not "for" in Spanish.
Portrays! Go to break.
Chrissy, get me out of this.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Milwaukee County, you need to shovel the pathway to the lake, okay? I had to step through snow in order to get to the lake.
I think Kyle's the Karen of the show.
I think
he's high maintenance, for sure.
I think Kyle pays taxes in the county of Milwaukee that just went up, so I expect for this stuff to be plowed.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Look, we all know that as we age, our bodies change, but Carbon World Health can help. They have a process of testosterone replacement therapy that includes a diagnostic exam and blood tests to assess your hormone levels to make sure that they are optimal for you, not optimal for your age. Carbon World Health can help you increase your energy, focus, and overall health with their approach to hormone therapy. It's all about quality of life for you. Learn more at carbonworldhealth.com.
Drum roll, please.
Carbliss is here with refreshing new flavors. Introducing their Tropical Bliss Variety Pack. Let the summertime flavors of blood orange, watermelon, raspberry, and grapefruit whisk you away from the winter blues. New flavors, same great Carbliss perks. Every handcrafted cocktail still has 0 sugar, 0 carbs, and just 100 calories. Find the Tropical Bliss Variety Pack in store wherever Carbliss is sold and enjoy your winter passport to paradise. Grab a pack today and discover why Bliss is more with Carbliss.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it for yourself at 2 convenient Madison service locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. From simple maintenance to expert repairs, Honda certified technicians handle it all. Need new tires? For a limited time at Zimbrick Honda, you can buy 3 tires and get the 4th for only $1. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop local. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
From color-changing alexandrite to shimmering zircon and everything in between at Chalmers Jewelers, you'll find high-quality, affordable, one-of-a-kind pieces. We source straight from the gem cutters, and we manufacture in-house from start to finish. As the manufacturer, we believe in truth in pricing. Never pay more for quality and stunning, beautiful jewelry. She's one of a kind, and so should her jewelry be. While others may send your jewelry dreams to someone else to make, with us, your dreams become reality with the help of our custom jewelers, with you involved the whole way. With a staff that has over 200 years of combined experience, why buy from a place that marks up jewelry made by the thousands? When you can buy direct from Chalmers for that one-of-a-kind piece that is better quality, often for less.
Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton
and Madison.
Let's talk about home turf. Your lawn is a reflection of your pride, hard work, and even competitive spirit. If you want a yard that makes the neighbors stop and stare, you need the right plan. That's where Weedman Lawn Care comes in. Weedman's lawn care program is kid and pet friendly, uses golf course quality fertilizer, and has an effective weed treatment to dominate any issue. Get a free quote of Weedman's winning formula for your yard at weedman.com and get 50% off your first treatment. That's weedman.com. Weedman for the win.
shopping with your parents can be embarrassing.
Why would they sell jeans with holes in them? I'm going to speak to the manager.
Mom!
That hoodie is giving. You should get it. YOLO.
Thanks to the Chase mobile app, your kid can shop independently while you keep an eye on their spending. So you can go from...
We can be twinsies.
...to...
How was shopping? Saw you stayed on budget.
Thanks, Mom. Freedom for kids, control for parents. That's family banking from Chase.
Account subject to approval. Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank N.A. member FDIC.
I had the worst dream last night. You were in a car crash, and the kids and I were on our own. We had to move out of the house because I couldn't afford it anymore.
That's awful, hon.
My brother got life insurance from Ethos, and it only took 10 minutes. And he got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day. It's all online. No medical exam. He just answered a few health questions right from his house.
Ethos, here we come.
Visit ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game.
Sample rate is a 10-year term life policy for 35-year-old healthy, non-smoking male. Billed monthly.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin. It's Weed Man Wednesday. Weed Man for the win.
Class to watch the Badger game at 12:35 Central tip time tomorrow. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, Alex Strouf, and Chrissy helping us run the show right now. See us on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison's YouTubes. Chrissy, I don't know if Strouf communicated. Do you have a becoming relevant image?
I have.
Oh, Strouf's got it. Let's hear from Strouf.
Hey, Mr. Irrelevant. It's time to become relevant. Strouf's time to shine on KBN starts now.
Me, Kyle, and Brad were just yapping it up in that commercial break. Ben wanted nothing to do with us.
I put my headset on. I'm just over you guys.
When I said I have the imaging, he must not have heard me.
I've tuned all of you guys out.
You got another hour and a half with us, Chief.
Chief?
Boss.
Pal.
Hear that, pal?
Buddy.
Yeah, this is exactly why I've tuned you guys out, dog. You guys are acting like children.
Son?
Yes,
Get 'em, Brad.
son. I was walking to work today, and I feel like I've been desensitized.
Oh, to what?
To how bad you are at athletics?
That was unnecessary. Like, what are we doing here?
I'm just joining the craziness.
No, all right. What's the right way to phrase this?
Great.
Birds that want to end it.
Oh, no, they flew in the windows?
Bro, I see a dead bird laying on the sidewalk often.
Because of the sun, probably reflection.
I walk past a building that is very well known downtown that is pretty much all glass.
Okay.
Birds flying, I think I was walking to work today. There was a giant ass dead crow I had to step over.
Oh, not a crow.
What do we need, crow?
I don't like
do
crows.
we need crow for something?
No, I don't like crows, actually.
Don't we say eat crow is like an insult?
Do you guys
think?
It's not an actual crow.
Do you guys believe that birds are government drones?
Oh,
have you ever subscribed to this theory?
Yeah, I've heard about this before.
I've heard of it. It's pretty nonsensical. Do you have an argument for it?
Yeah, I do. Because the way I view it, that bird didn't look very damaged. It just looked lifeless. So my thought is maybe not running into the window, just like flying down Milwaukee.
Just ran out of power?
Batteries. Got to replace the double A's in that puppy.
I actually
I want to quit.
I will say, there's some pretty big windows at the Nortman estate. We get birds running into that probably 5 times a year.
Who picks that up?
I would say
how many dead birds have you picked
up?
4 out of 5 times. I go out there to retrieve them.
Oh, you do it.
They're gone.
See what I mean?
They're gone.
See what I mean?
I think they're either so concussed that they have been knocked out and they regain consciousness and take off, or somebody comes and collects them.
What do you? Somebody
coming? You're like, who's this somebody? There's not a lot of people.
Government.
Wait, are you? But you just said it's nonsensical, and
Yeah,
now
I don't buy it.
Wait, but like you're giving us evidence for.
I'm just saying that's strange.
Yeah, that is very strange.
Hollow bones, very strange.
Yeah, no, I love the government, but also I do know the government, you can't always trust them.
I love the government.
No, I do. The government, even though they steal my money every single month, every 2 times a month, they take their own money back that I worked hard for.
Wow, sounds like a Republican stance.
Yeah, Uncle Sam. But the thing is this, though. I do think they're tracking us and watching us.
Via birds.
Via birds?
Via birds?
Yeah, I think they do. They have devices.
Do you think every bird is a drone?
No.
Why do you need bird drones?
Because
when you
drones are too obvious. No, normal drones are too obvious.
You have your phone, you have your computer, this camera. If they want, they could say, pull up where Ben Brust is right now and listen to him. And they can do that. Why do they need drones?
But people are on the run. People use burner phones.
They got to track, yeah.
Well, I would think that they can't coordinate that many, like, drones. But now that they do, like, drone shows, like, over stadiums and stuff, that you can get unbelievable sights and shows from, like, drones being coordinated. I don't
what else?
No. Wait a minute. Read this, Strouf. I got it for you. Read it. I can't say that big word. You had a high ACT score. Go ahead and say it.
This is from Google. Kyle went on Google and just Googled bird drones.
What are they called?
And they are called ornithopters. Ornithopters, excuse me. Bird drones, also known as ornithopters, are remotely controlled robotic birds of prey used for bird control. They mimic the appearance, weight, and flight patterns of real birds using flapping wings for lift and propulsion.
And those are supposed to manipulate the bird population?
I don't know, but all I know is the bird drones. They're
real. Is there anything else in becoming relevant?
Ben, what's your favorite kind of bird?
A parrot.
Kyle, what's your favorite kind of bird?
An eagle, baby. Go, America!
Brad, what's your favorite kind of bird?
I kind of like a pelican.
You know we got.
You know why? Because it's got a big ass nose like yours.
Hey,
wow, that's
one of a kind.
That's a personal shot.
Yeah, that's all right.
He's been lashing out the last.
My goodness,
aggressive.
I'm not the one who called out my baby girl for her snoring ass.
Hey. That's another lash out.
Yeah, well.
Hey, so. Can we talk about something? So, going back to Hear Brad Out about an hour and a half ago. If you missed it, don't go back and find it. It was awful. But he talked about different things we should eliminate from the NCAA tournament. We got to get rid of the 16 versus 16 play-in.
Agree.
Agree. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Agree. They played the whole entire season.
Game, by the way, last
Great
night.
game, but
Alabama State.
I agree. If you are a conference tournament winner, you should not be subjected to have to play in the tournament. For all the other teams that make it, even if you have to have 10 seeds play in, you had enough season to build a resume to get into the tournament. You should have to play in if it's 68.
Yes.
The rest have to win a conference tournament that is one and done. And then they got to play another team to try and get beat by Auburn by 30.
Here's the other part of it, right? Junkies like you and me, Benny, we're going to watch the round of 68, which was last night and tonight, right? There were two huge brands going toe-to-toe last night in North Carolina and San Diego State.
Late game.
Kyle, did you watch it?
Late game, True TV. I turned to it. It was halftime, and it was time to go to bed.
Brad, did you watch it?
No.
Right.
But North Carolina was up by a lot and a half.
If North Carolina and San Diego State played tomorrow, would you watch it?
No.
I mean, I'd be.
You're not watching the NCAA tournament?
It depends on the game. I don't know who they're matching up against.
Why do they have playing games at all?
I mean, if they played each other tomorrow, everybody would watch it because it's the round of 64.
I got it, yeah.
But why do they have playing games at all?
Because
money?
TV?
What do you mean, money?
Expansion money.
I mean, it's just.
But it'd be
so.
My point is, you have these two 16 versus 16 games.
I agree.
Make those 10 seed, 10 seed, 10 seed, 10 seed, 11 seed, 11 seed, 11 seed, 11 seed. Let the other teams that won their small conference tournaments into the tournament. It would be a better watch of quality as well. Not that the 16-16 game wasn't good. It was exciting for those who didn't see it. But they lose and they're done. They actually didn't get to they don't actually play in the NCAA tournament.
Yeah,
they're not actually playing a 1 seed. They're just playing another team that they basically played in terms of same skill level their entire season.
It's just another way to kind of let these teams that, for the most part, are always one and done except for
Hold on,
year.
actually, somebody is actually against us here. Chrissy Bird Saul in the Everlight Solar Studio.
Speaking of birds, what's your favorite bird, Bursaw?
Favorite bird, seagull, just being on the coast. But no, the 16-16 games are done for a good reason, because every time you win a game, you win a certain amount of money for your school, for your conference. So these smaller schools, they do those games so they can win some money in the tournament. I was against the 16-16 games until I found that out, and now my mind has changed.
Isn't there a better way to do that, though, rather than winning a game? Obviously you get money if you make the tournament, right? I would assume every school and every coach and player now these days would make a certain incentive.
What's your idea?
I don't know. I'm thinking on the spot.
All right, that's it
If
for
you keep
Becoming
it close
Relevant
enough.
with Alex Strouf.
Obviously, if you win,
Chrissy, with one segment to go.
Good job.
Have you had a good time and then grade our show?
I would say the second half of the show has been an A+, and it's because I'm running it.
Oh, wow. What's been your favorite segment?
What was wrong with the first half?
I
was stressed.
I was going to say, blame Jesse on that one. Jesse School of Hard Knocks. But the first half,
good.
She's
good. She's good.
Chrissy,
she buttered us up with an A+, and then when things were going well, she just blamed Jesse Nelson.
No.
God,
Chrissy,
she belongs.
Chrissy, let's take this to the next level. How would you grade Ben's performance so far?
I would say outside of him ignoring because he was upset that I was possibly going to school tomorrow rather than watching the Badgers game, he's been doing a pretty good job. So A- on that.
How would you say Brad's been doing?
Bad.
You guys have been doing great. You guys are all A+. I've sent you texts.
That's a cop-out. That's a cop-out. She didn't think Brad had a good 2 hours.
I'll ask again. What grade does Brad get?
I'll give Brad an A.
Atta girl. Thank you, Chrissy.
Hey, we're all just trying to pass.
I think it was the whole...
You gave me an A-,
Wait a minute.
and the guy with the worst take of the show, the A.
Chrissy knew how much of value it would be to watch the Badger game in Spanish.
I ain't pandering to Chrissy. She just got cleared to do this.
Wait a minute, Chrissy.
You're done.
You got one more guy. What about me?
A as well.
What about Strouf?
He said his girlfriend was a snoring ass.
Chrissy, that's entertainment. That's great content.
Ben, you're just upset because she gave you a lower grade.
Yeah, you're a minus.
You're the one who iced us out earlier. You took the microphone for yourself. This is a 3-man show.
Well, Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, Alex Strouf. No Ben Brust the next segment.
Strouf is nice. Strouf is going through it right now.
Strouf, Kyle Wallace, and Brad Nortman. It's everyone's non-Benny believer dream next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
You throw hands?
Do I throw hands?
With T.O.
Will I? I throw hands with Andre the Giant, man.
I love you, Lou. That's Lewis from the north side. The north side always knows.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Pablo Iglesias.
This Badger Minute is brought to you by Madison Axe. Enjoy axe throwing, craft beers, bags, shuffleboarding, and more fun at Madison's state-of-the-art entertainment spot. Visit MadisonAxe.com or head to their location on Stoughton Road today. Room for worry? National College analyst Josh Pastner says no to any doubtful Badger fans. 4 of Wisconsin's 9 losses coming within the last month. Pastner's words on trusting the Badgers during his appearance on the Jump Around.
To me, it's not a red flag. You've got to look at the overall body of work. For the most part, they've been really good. And you want to see how teams are playing as of late. And they just went to the Big Ten championship game. And so I wouldn't have any concern with some of those losses. And look, the facts are the facts. The Big Ten's a tough league. I wouldn't have any concerns where Wisconsin is right now. I like their draw.
Right now at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, get windows as low as $22 per month and doors as low as $89 per month. Visit PellaWI.com today.
Are you ready to shake things up at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee? All you gotta do is toss your rewards card into your favorite slots for drawing entries and a chance to be in the Roll for Riches game show. What's on the table? Oh, just $300K in cash and prizes. Play this March, and Thursday nights, you could get on a winning streak that, frankly, you deserve. Let it ride and roll for riches. Only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Ben Brust here to tell you about Zimbrick European. They're Mercedes, Audi, Porsche, and certified pre-owned. But the best part is I've been working with them since 2018, and the evolution has been a 2-door, a 4-door, and now it's time for an SUV. My life has changed, and it's changed with Zimbrick European. Being a dad has made it really important to have the comfort and the safety that the SUV will bring me. Again, Zimbrick European off the Beltline at Rimrock Road. Of course, I found the sexiest car on the lot. Check them out.
UW Credit Union presents the Prep Mania Student Athlete of the Week, supporting local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. UW Credit Union is here for every you. Learn more at uwcu.org. Here's Dennis Semra with the UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week.
Our ESPN Madison UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week, Matt Buckman from Cambridge High School. You're a Blue Jay.
Yep.
What's it like to be a Blue Jay?
Oh, it's great. The support from everyone here in the school, it's a great place to be.
Play football and also golf. You had a conference championship in football.
Yep.
Going for a conference championship in basketball.
Yep.
So going for the trifecta this year, right?
Yep.
All three. How does football impact basketball and golf, and how do they kind of relate for you?
Our football coach, Coach Nellis, he always preaches to all of us about how important it is to be three-sport athletes. And he likes to take guys who played in the Super Bowl and say, well, like 80% of those guys played 3 sports in high school. And so I think there is like some truth to that.
Something amazing is happening at work. Innovative tools are helping people do better work. That's because CDW configuration specialists are multiplying productivity with Microsoft Windows 11 Pro Surface devices. Built-in security, flexibility, and simplified management streamline tasks so your team can get more done. Microsoft and CDW make amazing happen. Learn more at cdw.com/surface.
Pro Savings Days are back at Lowe's with exclusive member-only deals. Right now, save $30 on a Little Giant Extra Light Plus 5-foot aluminum stepladder. Was $109, now just $79. Plus, save an additional $20 on the Metabo HPT pneumatic finish nailer. Don't miss out on these limited time deals. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid 3/17 through 3/19. Selection varies by location while supplies last.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. 100.5 ESPN Madison, our fearless leader, has said he's had enough of us. Ben Brust taking the segment off. But
I am not.
He's still here.
Oh, must be nice to be able to take a segment off.
But Kyle, Brad,
You guys do that every
that's my energy.
to give you a little
You do as well.
To give you a little peek behind the curtain of what just happened. The whole break, Ben was kicking his feet up. He said, "I'm taking the segment off. I'm serious. You guys got this." And then I said something about anything off limits, and everybody's like, no, nothing's off limits. I said, Ben, you got to be the only host in America. Say, I'm going to take the segment off. And then he said, no, I'm doing the segment. And me, Brad, and Kyle are like, no, you're not. So this morning I was listening to our wonderful morning show, 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee, Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, produced very well by a man by the name of Josh DiMaggio.
Good old Joshy, man.
Josh DiMaggio, just easy to love, you know?
Easy to love.
You want in your corner, you want in your building.
Yeah, you want in your building, you want at your party.
Everywhere.
You know,
he brightens your day. Every time you're that,
how could you not smile?
that laugh,
Yeah.
it just gets you, right? You love it.
It's the best cackle I've ever.
Now, we discussed at length yesterday on the show what happened yesterday. Ben Brust, Josh DiMaggio had a partner meeting. That is how Josh officially found out he was not invited to Ben Brust's wedding. And all in all, tough situation. Benny brain fart, Josh taken off guard, the prospective partner taken off guard. And I felt like we really washed over the fact of how Ben tried to fast-pace problem solve.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he tried to hustle through the solving of the problem in the moment.
Yeah, he tried to cheat the real system, man. He didn't take his time, and all of a sudden he ended up messing up even more.
How do you feel, though, Strouf? Because you are collateral damage in this whole
Right.
thing.
So
Poor guy.
That's what I was getting to. So Ben Brust runs out of the studio, finds the invite that he had been hanging over my head for a long time that had my name and my girlfriend's name printed on it.
Yeah, the thing that you took vacation over a year in advance for this.
Think about that.
I was dedicated to my guy.
Cherished
Put me in a bad spot.
I was dedicated to my guy, right? Like that's my guy. We work together every day.
Is he still your guy?
He'll always be my guy, no doubt.
Wow.
But
You're too much of a pushover.
no, because I was always invited, right? So like I'm in a spot where I believe I can show up and nobody's gonna look at me and be like, oh, he wasn't invited, right? But
Crash.
if Josh gets invited, which I think ultimately he will get invited, he can't show up. Ben put him in an impossible position.
It is a dilemma.
Yeah, it is tough.
The question would be, if it was you, what would you do?
Do you just want your mic?
If it was you guys, what would you do in that scenario if you were Josh DiMaggio?
Yeah, if it was me in that scenario, I have a lot of pride in oneself. If I was in a Strouf scenario and he did that to me, I would have to go home and have some conversations and call my mom, call my dad, call my brother.
What are you talking about?
You gotta call that many people.
It's not that deep.
That is disrespectful.
It's just a wedding, Kyle.
No, it's not just a wedding.
My mom, my dad, my therapist.
I work with this guy every day. I need to, because I'm going to want to snap on him. I want to cuss him out. So I need to talk to some people to let me talk me off this ledge of snapping on somebody such as Ben Brust. That's what I would do. So would I still go to the wedding? Well, after some consulting with some folks, I don't know. It depends on what Mama Wallace would say. Honestly, it would be Mama Wallace making the decision, not me.
Once again, not the man of the house.
This guy.
Your social
He's a
activity?
Is Kyle Wallace a fraud?
You're not the man of the house.
I listen, that's the conscience. I'll talk to people, because for me, I would personally be like, man, Bumps do, because he legitimately told you yesterday, Strouf, you were not valuable. You weren't you were so unvaluable.
Why did you say that?
When he went upstairs and ran upstairs and grabbed your invitation and scratched it out and gave it to somebody else in front of your face.
We could all acknowledge together. I'm not hiding from the fact I was not Ben's first choice. I wasn't expecting to be a groomsman.
Bro, you lost your spot for a good 10 minutes. You didn't have a spot. I don't think you understand that. You weren't invited. You were uninvited. Actually, you never even got an invite. Your invite got shifted to somebody else. You are not wanted at this wedding.
Yeah, but Josh wasn't going to be, and I don't think anybody would be the type of somebody scratched out invite and say, yeah, I will happily accept that, right? Nobody's going to do that.
That's his decision to make, but you can't decide and say, well, if you don't go, Josh, I'll take it. No,
I never said that.
No, but the way you took that invite back, boy, you were so happy. You were upset and depressed and sad when you saw.
No, I wasn't.
You didn't make that little face. You didn't wear all red. You didn't call Josh into the studio during break. When I tried to come in and give you a hug, you said, move. No, me and Josh got to talk. You weren't upset?
Yeah, me and Josh had to talk about how to proceed on the radio show, Kyle.
Yeah, no, he was hurt. His butt hurt.
Me? Mm-hmm. No, I was fine.
I still can't believe Kyle is consulting a counsel, if you will, on if he would go to the wedding. I would go. Because I like a party. I like a good party. I'm ready to dance.
That's where I'm at.
I'm never going to turn down a friend's party.
It's going to be a good time. It's a wedding. I know Ben's been stressing over this for how long now, fellas? Months?
A year.
Yeah.
Now,
before the engagement, I feel like this is.
So there's two sides to this coin, right? Number one, I do feel bad for Ben because planning a wedding is an impossible spot. But number two, I don't feel bad for him regard to the Josh DiMaggio situation.
Dang. Really?
No sympathy whatsoever. Because his brain shut off, and he made a...
You don't have sympathy for my broken brain?
In front of a partner is the wildest.
Yeah.
Potential partner.
The fact that the brain just shut down and you thought that was the moment. And
you apologized?
And then I don't think Josh told us
to the partner, too?
Nah, he cool.
Did they laugh? You think that was funny?
No, they were uncomfortable.
There was only one person, and he gets it. He gets it.
Now... I later found out, I don't remember if Josh told us this on the show or not, but after Ben said, hey, you're not invited to the wedding, he followed it up with, we can talk about it in the car, even though they had just been in the car on the way there.
Yeah, Ben, I hope you never had to break up with a woman, because I'm sure they hate you.
Actually, let's pull Ben Brust in. Ben Brust rejoins his own show. Kyle Brust and Nortman with you for about another 60 seconds here on ESPN Madison. Benny, have you ever had to break up?
Coming up next is Jim, Matt, and Molly on 100.5 ESPN.
I lied. We actually got about 90 seconds.
Yeah, 90. All right, I can fill 90. Stay tuned tomorrow for WIAA State Championship semifinal games. Chrissy, you on any calls for that?
I am not. No, I'm doing some producing.
Hey, she producing.
Grinder.
When's Jesse Nelson calling a game? I don't want to tune in for that.
I think tomorrow. I'll find out.
All right. Stream us at 94.5 ESPN on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee. No, I'm just kidding. I love the WIAAs. Big shout out to them. Big shout out to Chrissy for putting up with this nonsense. Alex Strouf, what a wonderful job he did producing. Kyle Wallace, great job not getting yourself in trouble at home. And Brad, great job with Hear Brad Out. 4 weeks in a row with the worst possible Hear Brad Out you could potentially have.
So we go into the studio now. What happens now?
We go into the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio, and we are on YouTube only.
ESPN Milwaukee
How many F-bombs can we drop?
Oh, we can drop as many if we want.
See, this is the problem with you guys.
Unlimited.
You put these things in your head, and then it slips.
Ben is going to swear a lot. Coming up next on the ESPN Milwaukee YouTube
Get it
channel.
out.
Bleep you guys.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that a lot of life's firsts are better with help from American Family Insurance, like your first home expansion or your first